Good morning, everybody. Hope you all had a great weekend. I had two messages I wanted to get across to you this morning that I think have been instrumental for me in my personal life, my professional life, and I preach to my employees all the time. So if they're watching this, they're probably like, I've heard this all the time, but it's so important, and I found it to be so impactful in my life, in whether it be professional success or personal happiness. One, I know there's a lot of stress going on. There's always going to be a lot of external things happening, and we're always worrying about the future. Be present in the day, okay? You can only take each day one day at a time. You say that to yourself, literally, physically. When you start to get worried or stressed, you say, I can only, one day at a time, one day at a time. You can only take it one day at a time, because no matter what level you get to or where you go, there's always gonna be new challenges. There's always gonna be new stresses. One day at a time, okay? Relax and realize, just take each day one day at a time. Two, this is a little deeper, and this is so important. This concept's so important to understand. When you're making decisions, each decision you make can only be made out of one of two lenses. One, you can make the decision out of fear, or you can make the decision out of love. It's one of those two. It always is. You can look at any situation and you can say, how could this harm me? What could go wrong? How could this be bad for my family? How could this be bad for me? Or you can look at the same situation and say, how could this be good for me? How could this be good for my family? What good things could go well? What could go right in this situation? It is so important to condition and retrain our minds, because we're conditioned, and even evolutionarily, to stay safe, right? To focus on what could go wrong so we can stay safe. But that is not going to equate to growth. That is not going to equate to growth. That's not going to equate to fulfillment. Recondition your mind to focus on any decision. Make it based out of love and focusing on what could go right. And because what you focus on too, what you put into your mind and what you focus on is what you attract more into your life. It's like a snowball effect. If you start focusing on the negatives and all the bad things, what do you think you're going to start to experience? The negatives, right? But if you can refocus on all the good and what could happen, all the good that could happen, and all the positive things, then you're going to experience that. Take life one day at a time. That's all you can do, one day at a time. Two, start to condition your mind to make decisions based out of the mindset of love, not out of a mindset of fear. All right, y'all have a good rest of your day. Let's kick ass this week.